Bitch ass nigga. I just got back to the city. They say you trying to put charges on me and put the police on me. You send your little nigga out to do all your talking. Shit, nigga. You had to hate cause you were broke, nigga. That's the only way you can get attention, boy. You were broke, boy. Now you hating on Dolph, nigga. You a Hey, man, why be mad at me too, man? Why you mad at me? Cause you had to fake it till you make it.
I know they ain't think it was over with.
What's going on, y'all? This is True. Man, we got some exclusive information that came out that pretty much tells us exactly what happened, why Big Jook was taken out. And like I hinted around 5 or 6, 7 videos ago, I told y'all that I had been getting word of a possible cartel hit. Well, yesterday I got confirmation from a very credible source that led me right here. So let me read this, but salute to everybody. We'll get into it, and we got a lot of more things to discuss after this. So to stay focused, this happened a year, a little bit over a year. Might well say a year, the end of December, January 2022, right? Now, Jook been on the run from this situation, and they never stopped looking for his ass behind this, and we're gonna get into the details of that. So just imagine, you know how the cartel members move. Yeah, they gonna keep on coming and coming and coming, and it's funny because Jook got killed at another drug kingpin's funeral repast. So let's get into it. I just gave y'all the backstory of what we talking about, and this is the situation that led to Big Jook's murder. I told you, can't run out with these folks. You can't run out with these folks' money just because you got a high-profile rapper brother with jets and shit that you can stay on the run a little bit, but it's always gonna catch up with you in the end, and you can't rob these folks. Let's go. Search at murder suspects home reveals pounds of marijuana, AR-style guns, record show. These are the two people that we talking about, mainly his ass. Circumstances are as follows. Fox 13 has learned more details about a murder suspect who was arrested after a man's body was found on the side of the road. The body of Jesus Cazares, 49, was found on the side of the road in the 4300 block of Bowling Hills Road on December the 5th. This is a cartel member. Let's focus on that. Paramedics pronounced Cazares dead at the scene, according to the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. Witnesses said they saw a reddish-orange vehicle with dark tinted windows and loud pipes leave the scene after pushing Cazares out of the vehicle, according to an affidavit. A camera less than a mile from the area showed a red Dodge Challenger minutes before a 911 call was made. Later, another camera picked up the car at Highway 14 north the Old Brownsville Road with obvious damage from a bullet strike to the passenger rear quarter panel, the SCSO said. The vehicle's owner, 37-year-old Brandon Malone, was identified as a suspect, and we're gonna get into how he's connected to Jook in the next video. Less than 2 days later, detectives arrested Malone for Cazares' death. Malone had an active warrant for contempt of juvenile court. He had filed an insurance claim on a different vehicle on September 17, 2021, and listed a Millington address in 4600 block of Waverly Farms Road. According to the affidavit, the Metro Gang Unit conducted surveillance at that address, and the red Dodge Challenger was seen leaving the garage. Officers followed the car to an Exxon gas station at Yale and Austin P. Malone was then taken into custody while pumping gas. The vehicle was towed and a search warrant was issued. While searching the car, detectives found an AR-15 rifle behind the passenger seat, They also found 2 garbage bags and a backpack which contained an abundant amount of suspected marijuana. When detectives knocked on the door at the home on Waverly Farm Road, a woman identified as Ashley Wiggins, y'all should know how, we'll get to that in this video. Detectives saw weapons and what appeared to be marijuana in plain view. They found a purse containing a 9mm and marijuana, along with more marijuana in a master bedroom. An AR-15 with a drum magazine was found under a bed, along with a Glock 19 with 12 rounds in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. 2 more AR-15s were found on the floor. The search revealed money counters, 2 plastic containers of marijuana, a scale, a bullet-resistant hoodie. A bullet-resistant hoodie. I got to Google that shit. Bullet-resistant hoodie. Damn. Anyway, and purses full of marijuana. They just got a whole operation. Money counter, 2 plastic containers of marijuana, scale, bullet-resistant hoodie. Somebody Google that. That's interesting. And purses full of marijuana. They done robbed the Connect, threw them out the car. More guns, including a Glock and Smith & Wesson, were found. Documents, mail, and medicine also showed Malone's name. Over 7 pounds of marijuana was found inside the home, and over 26 pounds was found in the car. One AR-style pistol came back stolen from a motor vehicle there. Wiggins told detectives, "You can say Brandon lives here," according to the affidavit. Wiggins told detectives, "You can say Brandon lives here," according to the affidavit. She said the marijuana belonged to her, as well as the 9mm in her purse. She said the other guns did not belong to her. You might well shut the hell up. Malone is a convicted felon out of Arizona. He was found guilty in 2020 for drug paraphernalia, possession, and use. Malone is charged with second-degree murder, being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, possessing a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, 2 counts of possessing a controlled substance, and theft of property under $1,000. Wiggins was taken to jail east. She's charged with possession of marijuana and all that good stuff. So these are the circumstances that led up to Big Jook's murder. Something that he set up, from what I'm hearing, for his boy to rob and kill the plug. I don't think he wanted him to kill the plug, but he had been running for these folks for a minute, and almost a year. Yeah, almost a year, a little bit over a year later, he got murdered at another drug kingpin funeral. And this is what the word is that came back. So we'll be doing a whole nother video to show y'all the connections, because we already have started that between this female and Malone, and connections to Big Jook, and I'm going to say the other person for a surprise, but let's just say she's a triple OG, a female. You probably can figure that out. Let me go ahead and see it. His mama. So we'll get to that later. Now let's get into some more content. That's just some exclusive update for y'all. For anybody who cared and really wanted to know that it wasn't no retaliation for Dolph's murder. We just kind of, a lot of people were satisfied about that. Now let's get into some more news. True. Okay. Now, they say right here that the police got surveillance footage of the shooting, the murder, right? We already knew they know more. But I wondered if I'm quite sure Gotti had to know that what his brother was up to, or maybe he didn't. But you know, they was 2 different people. Jook always been Jook, and Gotti always been rapping about Jook and the rest of the street dudes. So that shit caught up with him, and that's that. Like I said, we're gonna do another detailed video to show y'all the connection between Malone, Jook, and Jook's mother in the next video. Now, since we on this subject about cartel hits and running off on the Connect and robbing the Connect that costs you your life, we might well go check on this Jay-Z connection in a way, not directly tied to the murder of Big Jook, but tied to the takeover of Memphis. Memphis, and pretty much, yeah, we're just gonna say Memphis. Now, we all know, I don't know if all y'all knew, that the CEO of Jay-Z's company, Roc Nation, is Desi Perez. Now, her husband was the notorious Jay-Z's wingman, they call him. You know, his alleged plug. Now, she done took down a whole damn cartel when she got caught with 40 keys, 40 bricks, and Trump pardoned her, and Jay-Z made her the CEO of his company. Why would he do that? To make a known snitch, a documented snitch that only received 5 years probation, and violated her probation and did 9 months. Why would he make a snitch that took down a cartel the CEO of his company, Roc Nation, and make her husband the plug, aka the plug, the CEO of the sports section at Roc Nation? Was that a favor to keep his name out of the conspiracy? Did they have too much information on Jay-Z? Well, that's the most obvious reason, right? So I just wanted to bring out that little information right there. What else we got next? We got, they did a big ass multi-agency raid over there on Tate and Boyd Street about a month ago, and they doing that all around town. Well, we got 2 AOB members that got arrested, and they got caught with all kind of guns, money, and drugs and shit. And that's what the feds doing right now. They are targeting high-ranking gang members and trying to flip them all around the city. So my gut instinct tells me that some people are going to be telling on other people, and other people are going to be telling on other people, and it's all going to lead back to somebody that's going to give up the spill on young Dolph. So that's what we keep pushing for, hoping for, and working for. True.
He said the operation's goal was to arrest fugitives wanted for the most violent crimes,
including homicide.
3 teams made up of federal, state, and local agencies worked around the clock. They arrested 122 fugitives wanted for crimes in the Memphis area. 10 were wanted for murder, 8 for attempted murder, 12 for sexual assault and rape, 32 for aggravated assault, and 7 for armed robbery. Many have lengthy records. Some were on probation or parole.
Yup. Now, next we got back on Trayon Ingram. And if you don't know who he is by now, he's back in Tipton County, Covington, right? He's the one that killed Anita Wilson, who was also got in trouble when they raided Moneybag Yo's album release party and caught some cartel members at that. 3 illegal immigrants, 2 from Mexico illegally, and 1 from Honduras. They arrested Moneybag Yo, his boss man, Zach Randolph, Zebo's partner of Endless Records, head. They arrested J Money, who's no longer with us, and 18, I think it was 28 people in all. Now, Trayon Ingram is already trying to get out of jail. So I'm curious to see what he also knows about the murder of young Dolph. And I'm banking on that because somebody close to him, when I did the interview, they already said he don't want to go out in jail. But I don't know if he had something to do with the murder of young Dolph. All I know is that he was with CEO TZ and killed somebody else's mama, Mark Wilson's mama, because they killed his mama. So CEO TZ is no longer with us neither. And Trayon Ingram has to know, because they was 5 days later, that same white Mercedes, after it made it from Atlanta, it made it to Covington, and then it made it back to Memphis 5 days later, and was used some kind of way in the murder of young Dolph. Who, while we on that topic, let's do it like this, since we on young Dolph that day. True. Now, y'all remember when I walked in Makeda's and caught the contractors over there patching up bullet holes and tearing up all the floor from the front to the back and putting down those very clear Masonic floors, right? I always heard that Pam and what's an Eastern Star, but I haven't confirmed it. But I do know Maurice used to run around with the pimps and players and all that bootleg shit in Memphis. All right, so just wanted to throw that in there and then give y'all a little, put this up there so y'all can see what those floors represent. Now, also, I found this little clip, this little news piece, this article that says Dolph was supposed to be giving out turkeys at 2 p.m. That's very same day, November 17th, where he always hang at, where he always give turkeys at, in his hood. Now, we haven't seen no confirmation of that at all. But the time was supposed to be at 2 p.m. Now, I already showed y'all where he was coming from when he stopped at Church's Chicken. I already spoke with the employee. I already spoke with the guy next door at the tie shop that seen Dolph. And so that's confirmed. I already showed y'all the route that he took. What I couldn't show y'all, what I still don't know, is that he that was about 11 a.m. when he left the churches. Showed y'all the route. What I don't know is where did he go. I think they're probably around 10:30, between 10:30 or something, a little bit after 10:30. I know it was early, and I didn't know where he stopped at before he made it to Makeda's to be executed, is what I don't know. So I thought that was interesting, and it leads me up to this point right here. Since we already proved that Makeda's, even though they had all 35 cookies in 35 Kroger stores, 6 Super Lows, 4 Cash Savers, and 1 Maltesers, the only problem is that they wasn't making a profit before Dolph died. They was in debt. They couldn't even barely keep up with their rent, and they ain't had no equipment to expand. And I think this would be a possible reason why Makeda's was chosen as the location. Now, consider that the mayor and the goon squad that Chief Davis controlled, and everybody was in on it. Makeda's supposed to be the black face of business. Now, this would have made, if they was in on it like this and that deep, that's why they protect it. That's why they feel so cocky. Now, see, Raven is covering up for the plan. And don't forget that Gotti's mother is a triple OG once again, and also a confidant, advisor, so to speak, in the business part to Maurice and Pam. So they know the connections. They know CMG. They wasn't at Privé for nothing. They was there for Gotti's mama. They've been friends for many, many years. They keeping that away from y'all. But my point is, since they was in debt, now they have new equipment. Budarific came into the money. Makeda's came into a lot of money. It ain't just started from that GoFundMe. I think that was a form of payment, for the cover up. And we're just gonna leave that right there for now. Now, one last thing in this video, because I don't want to make it too long. Shondell Barnett, you done showed us your ankle monitor and all of that, right? Well, according to these screenshots I took, somebody called from Shelby County and said, let you go. Right after they messed up, they thought they was going to get away with it. See, I already told y'all, he the one got that $15,000 reward for turning in straight drop. It's not by no coincidence. So they gave him that, let him walk out of jail, then claim that he's missing. But now he got arrested in Dallas 2 times with an ankle monitor on. Then they still keep messing up trying to cover this shit up because we already know they're going to use him as a witness if this shit ever goes to trial. We already know that. True already know that. But what's funny is that the U.S. Marshals reissued a warrant for you. The third time they got caught in their lies. So they know exactly where you at. But then this is how we uncover the cover up when they slip up. Now he still has an active warrant by the U.S. Marshals and Shelby County, but he's walking around making appearances on social media. What part of the game is that? And that's where I'm gonna leave this video at. Once again, before I go, we got this little clip I'm gonna show y'all about the connection between Olive Branch that I've been making in my last 2 videos. And yeah, this shit is deep. And when I say this is gonna make the YSL Young Thug Rico case look like a Scooby snack, because it's gonna span states, counties, and everything. It's gonna be a multi-state Rico. It's gonna be probably the biggest we ever seen. Long little flipper man. Appreciate everybody's support. Keep your donations coming. I know everybody ain't able, but anyway, you can donate or support the channel, or even watch 30 seconds of the ads in the videos. True surely will appreciate it. Seems like I'm the last man standing, long little flipper man, and I guess I'm gonna be here for the duration. Y'all stay blessed, stay true. Cash App $ True Results #2. Until next video, one love. Salute.
Found out about always working at this Circle K on the 4th of July, got some fireworks they weren't prepared for.
I was a little shocked because, you know, stuff like that, it don't just happen here. You know, this is a very safe city.
This clerk found out about the shooting in their parking lot after she arrived at work. Another employee here when the shots were fired at around 10:30 this morning said she didn't hear a thing.
My manager was standing in the window and seeing all the police.
Olive Branch police aren't saying who fired the shots, but say 3 people are facing charges of attempted carjacking, attempted murder, armed robbery, and being in possession of stolen property. We could see investigators collecting evidence at the scene. But shooting, a 16-year-old was immediately arrested. They say a short time later, 20-year-old Reginald Fleming was taken into custody, and 18-year-old Jarek Harden was located at an area hospital. Sources tell WREG the victim fired shots at the suspects who were trying to rob him. Employees here saying the same thing. Now, Olive Branch police say that all 3 suspects live in Memphis and say they got help from the DeSoto County Sheriff's Department in making those arrests.